I shall be compelled, on account of the absence, in the English language, of any exact verbal designation of these three impulses, and as a consequence, the absence of an approximate understanding of them, to waste my time, in order to give you an approximate understanding of them, and choose for them some more or less corresponding conventional names, which we shall use in our subsequent talks. For an approximate definition of the first of these three human impulses, which must arise and manifest themselves in a real man, one might employ the English word can, yet not in the sense in which this word is used in the contemporary English language, but in the sense of which Englishmen used it before what is called the Shakespearean epoch. Although for the exact definition of the second of these human impulses in the contemporary English language there is a word, namely, wish. It is nevertheless employed by you Americans, as well as by the English people themselves, only in order to vary, of course unconsciously, the degree of the expression of that, so to say, slavish impulse, for which there are, particularly in this language, a multitude of words as, for example, like, want, need, desire, and so on. And as regards a word for the expression and understanding of the third definite aforementioned human impulse, in the whole lexicon of words in the English language, there cannot be found one even approximately corresponding. This impulse, proper exclusively to man, can be defined in the English language only descriptively, that is, with many words. I should define it for now in the following words: the entire sensing of the whole of oneself. This third impulse, which should be sometimes, in the waking state of man, one of certain definite manifestations in the general presence of every normal man, is of all the seven exclusively proper to man impulses the most important, because its association with the first two, namely those which I have already said can be approximately expressed in English by the words can and wish, almost composes and represents the genuine I of a man who has reached responsible age. It is only in a man with such an I that these three impulses, two of which are approximately defined in English by the words I can and I wish, acquire in their turn that significance which I presume, which significance and the corresponding force of action from their manifestation is obtained only in a man who by his intentional efforts obtains the arising in himself of data for engendering these impulses sacred for man. Only such a man, when he consciously says, I am, he really is. I can, he really can. I wish, he really wishes. When I wish, I feel with my whole being that I wish, and can wish. This does not mean that I want, that I need, that I like, or, lastly, that I desire. No, I wish. I never like, never want. I do not desire anything, and I do not need anything. All this is slavery. If I wish something, I must like it, even if I do not like it. I can wish to like it, because I can. I wish. I feel with my whole body that I wish. I wish because I can wish. Based on my own experience, I consider it absolutely necessary to note here that the difficulty of a clear understanding of all this without a long and deep reflection, and, in general, the complication of the process of standing on the right path for the obtaining in one's common presence of factors, for engendering even only these first three. From the number of 7, impulses characterizing genuine man derives from the very first attempts, from the fact that, on the one hand, these impulses can exist almost exclusively when one has one's own genuine I, and on the other hand, the I can be in man almost exclusively when he has in him these 3 impulses. Are you tired of hearing the word subscribe? Of course you are. What about the word comment? Tired of that one too? How about like and share? Don't like those either, huh? All right, well, then this is kind of awkward.